Gabe, give us a sense of what it felt like to be there in that open field, that quad, as the speech took place.
Well, hey there again, Lester. Well, as you can see behind me, the crowd is thinning out here, and we're watching the video there of Governor Tim Walz getting emotional. We saw several supporters here in that crowd, several women as they were walking away just now with tears in their eyes. And as you and Hallie and Kristen have been talking about, this was a very interesting speech. Before it, wanted to see how much she would mention former President Trump. She mentioned him just once when she was talking about her phone call with the former president. When his name came up, the crowd booed, but then immediately applauded a few seconds later when she talked about that peaceful transfer of power. Now, Lester, this wasn't so much of a concession speech as it was a call to action, at least in future elections. And it should be interesting to see, as you guys have been talking about, how this plays out within the Democratic Party. But as her campaign chair had said earlier in the day, there is a sense among the Harris campaign that they are already looking forward to the next fight. So in that sense, the speech was not unifying. Still, it was unifying around the idea of a peaceful transfer of power. I think something to look forward to next, Lester, is tomorrow. President Biden is set to deliver remarks here to talk about what's next in the transition. We also understand, as I mentioned earlier, that he did speak with former President Trump earlier today, and he spoke with him about, what happens next. And I'll turn your attention back to 2016. Remember those days in the aftermath of that, the surprise election back then, when former President Obama welcomed former President Trump into the White House. Again, we still don't have any details about when that will happen here. But as we look at these supporters stream out of Howard University, you can see many of them are very emotional, Lester.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.